I'm still alive, and this might be the most controversial video I ever post to this channel. One of the most long debated food questions in the world is pineapple on pizza okay or not? And up until today, I have not really had an opinion on this because I don't think I've ever had pineapple on pizza before. About 15 minutes ago, while waiting in line for Domino's, I decided, hey, why don't I order pineapple on pizza for the first time? And if you take issue with the fact that I went to Domino's over a different pizza chain, I say to you the following. Firstly, I don't need a reason, and secondly, I do, and it was close to me. Also, slight caveat, I am gluten-free, so if it looks a little strange, that's why. Alright, enough stalling. I want to eat this while it's still warm. You know, despite just saying that, I'm now over here stalling. I have grabbed a knife and plate because I need to separate the slices a little more. Alright, here we go. Extremely riveting content here on this channel. Almost there. Okay, much longer than I would like to admit later, and we've gotten our first slice. I feel really awkward doing this, but I guess I'm gonna take the first bite, which I don't think has any pineapple on it. Okay, good baseline. It is a perfectly acceptable slice of Domino's pizza. Alright, now for my first ever bite with pineapple pizza. I don't hate it. That's my immediate reaction. It's not like a visceral anger or anything. It is a little strange though. I mean, I individually like pineapple, pepperoni, and pizza, so I guess intuitively I would kind of like it, but it's a little bit unmatched. I don't know, I'm gonna take another bite. It's just like I'm chewing two different foods that are put together. I don't really know why these two were initially, like why this is one of the big toppings. Okay, well I finished the first slice, and so far I feel pretty neutral about this. Alright, on to equally messy slice number 2. So I'll be honest, my first impressions of things tend to be pretty bad, so I don't really know if I like it yet or not. Alright, well I've got a nice couple slices of pineapple on this right here, so I think down the hatch matey, let's find out. Okay, that one was weird. That one was very weird. Previously, the pineapple had like almost fallen off, but that one was actually like mixed in with the sauces, and it was vaguely unpleasant. It's like the pineapple juice was mixing with the sauce, and it was not really good. I don't know, let's keep going. Same thing happened again. My opinion of pineapple on pizza is rapidly going down. Look, I don't think this is an abomination or anything. I think people might have a bit too strong of opinions about this. Actually, I'll save my thoughts on that until I finished an entire pizza of this, but that's my initial thoughts. Okay, that's the second slice done, and after the first one, I was feeling pretty solidly neutral. Now I'm like neutral, but slightly leaning towards negative. And I think from here we've kind of got two options. I think option one is that I start to see it as a bit of an acquired taste and I start to enjoy it, or I'll just go increasingly down the negative spiral. Here's slice 3 of 6, by the way. This is probably the messiest one yet. Although you can see it right there, there's like a big chunk of pineapple coming up, so I think this will be a crucial bite. Okay, here we go. Okay, that bite was kind of downright unpleasant. It just kind of tastes like I'm ruining a pineapple, but it's like in some ways very overpowering and then also just like not there. Yeah, like that bite I just took, I could barely taste that there was pineapple at all. Alright, we're halfway through a gluten-free pizza now. Ignore this little bit right here, that's just my messy cutting. And overall, my opinions are fairly negative. I still don't understand why people have such strong opinions about this, but I still don't like it that much. I think this is one of those things where it was a minor disagreement and the argument kind of spiraled out of control. Well, so far, it has by no means ruined this pizza. I mean, it's still fairly tolerable, but it's just like, some bites there's a ton of pineapple and it's kind of unpleasant, and then other bites, it's just like a normal pizza. Alright, well now we're in the reinforcing or changing my belief stage, so let's move on to slice number 4. Okay, these slices are somehow getting even messier, but here is slice number 4. I realized I have not done this for the past ones. I'll show this one kind of up close. Okay, it looks actually way messier up close. But yeah, I probably won't say much here unless my opinions drastically change. I mean, look, it's the kind of the same opinion so far, right? It's just kind of a little bit strange and sort of makes some bites unpleasant. However, I did find this one chunk of pineapple that fell off, so I will be taking a particularly pineapple-y bite. Alright, on that last slice, I had a bite that was very, very bad. It just got to be so sickly sweet, and it was just very weird. But now we have made it to our penultimate slice, and my opinion is steadily getting more and more set in stone. Here's a close-up of this slice that I'm holding at the top so I don't drop it on my entire setup. Also, just to add, I'm finishing this pizza regardless, even if it was the worst thing I'd ever tasted, I was going to finish this pizza. Alright, we've got a big pineapple bite coming up, and I'm honestly beginning to dread it. Oh, that was not good. That was so sweet, oh my gosh. If I had a pineapple that tasted like that, I'd be happy, but that just did not work at all with the sauce. And on that bite, there was just one pineapple as opposed to the 3 like last time, and it also didn't work. Am I getting more sensitive to the pineapple? Wow, it's just getting worse. All right, final and largest slice yet, and you can kind of see the leftovers of all the other bad cuts I've done. Okay, I'm wondering if the earlier slices were a bit favored because I was hungry, but I'm pretty full now, so I'm just worried this is getting worse. I think almost anything would have tasted good at the start, but I'm not really looking forward to this. Also, this slice has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces of pineapple on it. All right, here we go. I mean, yeah, it's the same opinion I've been saying for the past, 10 minutes or so. That's not enjoyable. Were the haters of pineapple on pizza right? Oh my gosh, this is not how I thought it was gonna go. Honestly, and I'll start to share my ending thoughts as I'm eating this last slice here, I thought I would enjoy this. I was like, I like pineapple, I like pizza, what's the worst that could happen? Oh my gosh. That was bad. You know, I started to wonder if I was just steadily not enjoying this pizza, but I just had a bite that was just like pepperoni and crust and cheese and sauce, and I was like, that was good. And look at that, the last piece of pineapple. Haha! I have won! I have defeated the pineapple. And with that bite, our pizza is officially finished off. Alright, so what are my ending thoughts? How am I going to weigh into this most controversial of Reddit debates? Alright, well what I said towards the beginning of this video is still true. I still think people are a little bit too extreme on this issue. Now, I think that for a lot of things, but people genuinely care so much about this. And I also do have a bit of a conspiracy theory that a lot of the people who say pineapple on pizza is an abomination have never had it before. However, I am going to go to the side of not enjoying pineapple on pizza, but I can understand liking it. It was not so terrible that I was like, how could anyone enjoy this? I have also heard that the best way to enjoy pineapple on pizza is through like a Hawaiian pizza with ham and stuff, so I might need to try that at some point. I don't think I would ever casually order this again, but if I was at a party, now there's an oxymoron, I do think I would eat it. It's tolerable, and it would have been very easy for me to just pick the pineapple off. Okay, well that's gonna be it for today. Thank you for watching. Order whatever toppings you want, and Nate, I'll see you on Monday.